To start him out, missing down and away for ball one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And he takes ball 4 again. And clearly, guys, they just don't want any part of him in this one. Dustin Pedroia will look to keep pouring it on as he stands in with the bases loaded. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
The 1-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And here's a ball rolled foul. Still 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
And meanwhile, this pitch gets away from him. And this is low, but blocked nicely behind the plate, and that'll get a sigh of relief from the dugout. And now a bluff here as he'll just make sure nothing's cooking over there at third. Now a ball hit high in the air out to center field. Waiting on it now at around third and being waved on home. And he will come all the way around to score. Unbelievable. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. One and one.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's 4 runs on just 1 base hit. Carl Crawford will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Fouled straight back. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ballgame. Something to be said for home cooking, apparently, as you get a look at our line score. This one never in doubt, as the home standing 9 have outplayed their guests in every facet of the game. Hanley Ramirez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Now here's a swing and a ground ball. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll reach first safely.
Okay, take your time. Now batting number 23.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in, and he's been quiet today, but you just wonder if that's going to last the entire 9 innings.
Normally it doesn't. But give these guys credit. They've had a plan of attack. They've stuck to it. And they've gotten good results.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And Gonzalez is going to have himself a base hit. Matt Kemp will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Yeah, and he makes the right decision holding him at third there. A lot of people might say, why not send him? Well, it's because you don't need one run. You need lots of runs. No sense taking any chances at this point.
Andre Ethier will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. They get the force at the plate. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Just what the doc. Mike Napoli will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. And that misses low and away, ball 1. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And there's your first out of the inning.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it. Winds up an easy pop out.
Xander Bogaerts stands in as he can't connect here, 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike.
Well, this club has just been asleep out there defensively in this ball game. That's 4 errors now. That is inexcusable at this level.
A.J. Pierzynski will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. And he takes ball 1.
Here we go.
Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. Looks like the error may be affecting him after all.
You know, I think it is. You go 3-0 to the next guy, now things are starting to slowly get away from him.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Runners on first with 1 down. Payoff pitch coming. Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only 1 away. Will Middlebrooks will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Well, you're not going to get that call if you've been all over the place. If I'm pitching, I want that call, but at this point, no, he hasn't earned it.
Step on the bag for 1. Daniel Nava will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez, it puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. And this is low, but it's corralled quickly, and both runners will have to hang on. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that. Shane Victorino will dig in now, needing to come through here with the bases loaded and 2 men out. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. 2 out, bases loaded. And Victorino can't time that one as he falls behind here. 0-2 now.
He's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great start with the...
And meanwhile, this pitch gets away from him. And this is low, but blocked nicely behind the plate, and that'll get a sigh of relief from the dugout. And this is taken by Victorino to even the count at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2...
And meanwhile, that pitch is off the catcher's glove as it skips away.
Boy, 2 outs, 2 strikes, and then this? My goodness, you could not have a worse time for a pass ball, and this one's going to cost him a run.
And he takes ball 4 again, and clearly, guys, they just don't want any part of him in this one. Johnny Gomes is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down, and he misses again, 2-0.
You get the sense he's starting to panic a little bit out there. He's not following through on any of his deliveries, and some of his pitches aren't all that close to the strike zone.
Oh, and it misses ball 4, and that will force home a run. Dustin Pedroia will stand in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. 1-0 on the way. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. And he misses 2-1.
And I'm not generally in favor of pitching changes in the middle of an at-bat, but with the bases loaded...
Puig is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they do strike for 2. Junichi Tazawa will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Juan Uribe will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Now a swing and a chance for Middlebrooks down at 3rd. Throw on to 1st for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. A.J. Ellis will try and keep it going, 3 for 3 thus far. Foul tip into the catcher's glove at strike 1. Oh, look out now. Guys don't like it when you miss up and in like that.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
And they'll try to go away with this one, but it misses as well, and it's to 2-1 now.
Looks like they're showing a bit more respect to that guy up there. And that's what a 3 for 3 ball game will do for you.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to 1st, and now the Dodgers are down to their final out. D. Gordon will step in, a base hit in his last time. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Up with the ball is Pedroia. Throw on to 1st, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, this is one that wasn't exactly keeping you on the edge of your seat, but if you're a fan of offense, then you had to enjoy it, and they get the victory here by a double-digit margin.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And the Red Sox were led offensively this afternoon by this man.